Ah, welcome. Here we are once again, listening to the Melancholic Melody. The continent of Derna, like many lands in this world, sits isolated and largely independent. Stories are often told of other continents, but these are mostly caricatured works of fiction. The truth? Well, even I can't say for certain, but I do know a couple of things. I know of a war to the north between elves and dwarves. However, in Derna, there are no signs of outward conflict concerning the elder races, but things are so seldom straightforward. Ah, one moment. Derna's culture is one defined by an innate distrust of that which is different or unfamiliar. Hardly surprising, given the seemingly endless disputes Derna endures at the expense of the houses. The houses were once united under the rule of the continent's eponymous leader, but soon grew discontent with their lot, and forced King Derna to cede power once they elected their own leaders 6 generations ago. However, despite these tumultuous circumstances, the elder races often afforded the roles of council advisors, record keepers, and treasurers, to name just a few. Some even serve in the military, but very few venture outside of these positions. But enough history. What of this story? 4 adventurers were summoned to the city of Figra by Lord Parian Gohill and met with King Graphia, who ordered our heroes to journey to the woods north of Crumpton to inspect a cave system that have become home to a myriad of terrible and vicious beasts, most of whom are not even indigenous to these lands. The creatures have already claimed 70 lives, with about a third of the casualties being other adventurers. The most intriguing part of the Lord's letter, however, was the mention of a sound he hears in the dead of night, a soft, delicate melody that portends tragedy, a prophetic omen of calamity, a childhood memory perverted by encroaching insanity. After evading several hordes of flesh-eating insects, our heroes found an enigmatic music box, only to soon find themselves fighting for their lives as the device summoned more creatures from the ether. And so join us as we learn about the source of the melody.
Wow.
Okay, and we are back with more Melancholic Melody, with all the crew.
What is wrong with you, bird people?
Well, what is wrong with those bird people? Indeed, Zach. Hello, and hello, Sin. Good evening, all. I'm just going to hand it over to Doom now, who is probably going to make the joke about not being used to this. Take it away.
What? Well, now you just took the thunder out my sails. So no, I'm not gonna make it.
Oh, okay. Suppose we just have to play the game then.
Indeed, we do. So, last session, you guys found what seemed to be inside the cave system, quite old. You worked your way through the series of rooms, attempting to solve a puzzle that wasn't there.
Yes. That's right.
Before coming into conflict with an ooze. After setting it off, which caused a rift in space to appear, summoning a giant insectoid creature, a hive lord. You quickly fought it before the 4 fell out beneath you, and then continued your fight before eventually managing to defeat it. Before leaving the underground area, you found a treasure chest with a lot of treasure in, which has not been divided.
Well, yes,
And you made your way out through a little exit point, which led you back into the main cave system. As you entered into the main cave system, you could hear a large amount of chirping and clicking coming from the tunnels. As you turn to the right, you see a large amount of the young insectoids, and they see you. That's where we'll pick up. So, who wants to roll initiative?
I mean, are we being thrown into combat? Do we now have the option to move away from them?
Not at this moment in time, no.
Okay, just want to make sure.
What is my HP at?
Bug.
HP is at 6.
I'd say that if you wanted to use your spell slot before you got out of here, you could do.
Do I have any left, or did you use my last
I did
one?
not use it. I did not. You are good.
Okay. I'll cast Cure Wounds on myself then.
Okay, there you go.
Okay,
Sweet.
Little one for Fernie, and he actually gets to move first for some reason.
Guessing he found his courage.
Well,
Incidentally, Doom, is music supposed to be on right now?
I have not activated it yet.
Just wanted to double check.
Okie dokie. And let's roll for these bug people. Oh, they also got a 19 for a second then. You got fucking lucky. Okay then. So, Fernie is the first to act, and upon seeing all these creatures, he is immediately going to start to move away.
dashing or just walking?
He's just going to start running, so he's still within range of you all. I'm going to have him draw his bow and fire just once at one of the insectoids randomly. I'll probably add him my modifier, it misses as normal. So, Lucinda.
Very tempted to run. This has 10-foot radius. If I center the radius on one creature, would it hit all the creatures around it? As if
So a 10-foot radius, for instance, if you cast it here, you'd hit everything within this kind of radius.
oh wait, radius, yeah. So casting it exactly where you're starting right now, it would hit 9 of them. Right?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm going to go for that.
Just away.
It's a con save.
Fair enough.
14.
What was the damage dice for it?
It's 3d8.
For 48.
Oh, you're casting
It's
it at
3d8
third
at
level.
second.
Okay.
I'm
Sorry.
casting at 3rd level, so it's 48.
Right. Roll the damage. I'm going to see if the... I'm even going to bother having them try to save. Not even going to bother. You cast Shatter, and the sound erupts from in the center of them. And several of the heads simply explode. Others start to bleed out from their eyes, from the mouths, and they simply collapse to the ground. You simply carved a big swath of them completely away.
And with that, I'm following Bernie's example. I'm booking it out of there.
That's what marks for you.
Best to get away. Shouting to the others. And with that, I end my turn.
I'm ahead of you. Godak, your turn.
Okay. I think Gordak is probably just going to move back. Arcane's turn. think he kind of wants to stay somewhat with the group, just so if they do come up, the first target. So I think I'm going to have Gordak move to about here. And I think that's all he will do for his turn.
Gareth?
Yeah, I'm gonna get out of here too. I don't have anything I can really do. Actually. How far can I throw? My bag of caltrops doesn't specify how far away I can put them. It says spread. It says spread a bag, so I guess that doesn't imply throwing.
How much of a space did it cover?
5 foot.
Yeah, I'm probably going to say to actually spread them across the full 5 foot, you would have to specifically do that rather than just throw it.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you had Mage Hand.
I do not.
No. I was being nice, giving you an option.
Alright, I'm gonna run with the group, and I'm gonna break out my other flask of oil, keep it to hand.
Okay. And you end your turn?
Yep.
Okay then. Boogie's turns. All of the others immediately just simply start moving up, crawling over their fallen comrades as the sound shatters their insides.
And to be that guy, does that count as difficult terrain because of all of their comrades' bodies?
You know what, why not? Pull them back a little bit. Fair play, rules lawyer. Fair play.
Thank you. I have my moments.
You start hearing a lot of scraping coming from the northeast of you. You see some slight shadows coming from this corner as several start to make their way down. Oh crap. Ignore that.
Got his wine book.
One of them's really fat. And you can see quite a lot more of them. But they will end their turn there. Now back to Fernie. And Fernie is going to outright dash this turn. He goes off at a full sprint. Lucinda?
That wasn't quite the maximum you showed for him.
Wasn't it? What was it, 5 foot more?
I think actually 2 to the left and 1 down was the maximum where you went. Same. Dash and that's it.
Okie dokie. And your turn?
Yes, that's what I meant with that's it.
Gordak, your turn.
Gordak is gonna do likewise. Yeah, basically just staying a little bit in front of the group here. That'll end his turn.
Gareth?
Yeah, I'm gonna do the same.
Okie dokie. I'm going to measure.
I think that was fine.
Fair
Okay,
enough.
I don't know where exactly it is.
You hear scraping behind you as they continue to move up into the main chamber from both sides. But you also then start hearing scraping from down the corridor beside you. And in the darkness, you start to see more of them heading up towards you. Nearly getting within range. And they'll end their turn. Just move them all up a teeny bit more. Bernie is immediately going to dash again. And thank you very much. Fernie rounds the corner, and several are currently near the front of him. But he's going to stop dead. Lucinda, your turn.
Running after him. Same.
There's more.
Getting my crossbow at the ready. I don't think that's a bonus action, really.
It's an interaction.
But yeah, either way, I'm doing that. I'm having my crossbow ready.
Gordak's turn, he's just going to do as he did before. He's just going to move up and kind of like seeing Lucinda and Fernie at the ready will probably ready his glaive. And end his turn.
So at this point, as you were running past, you start hearing movement below you in the darkness, and you start to see more of them starting to crawl out.
Right, he's already used his interaction, so I don't think he could warn him this turn, could he?
Yeah, speech is a free action.
Okay, Godak will just in that case say, statement. There are more to the south. We should proceed with haste.
There are more everywhere.
Indeed. And that'll end his turn.
Durf?
There's nothing I can do. I'll move up, dash with him.
Okay. Bugs turns. The ones from behind are going to be moving to catch up still. They all start to move up slightly, and that's where they will end their turn. I'm going to say these ones over here actually haven't noticed you yet. Bernie is going to look to Lucinda, then to Godak. And he's going to look around, pick up a rock, and he's going to ready to throw it as a help action to help Godak. And otherwise he'll end his turn. Lucinda.
Do I have visual of the of any of the ones between us and the exit?
I'd say you have visual on the top one, just about.
I'm shooting at that.
Okay. Oof.
Or not.
You shoot, but you're kind of catching your breath still, and your arms shake slightly, and your bolt just goes straight into the cavern wall. Ranger set.
Yes.
Okay. Kodak.
Okay. Godak is going to probably move on. I'm guessing that the arrow would have startled these two as well.
They'll have heard it hit the wall, and they would have twisted their heads towards it.
Right. If Godak were to run and attack him, would he have advantage because they're not aware of him yet?
I'm going to say no. I think it Lucinda advantage, so...
That's fair enough. In that case, I'm just going to run up, and I'm basically just going to try and get their attention in that case.
You got your help action as well, so Fernie throws a rock to give you advantage.
Yep.
On one of your attacks.
26 will hit, I'd imagine.
Yep.
The one in front, specifically.
Yeah. No worries.
13.
You're right, cuts it straight down the centre and eviscerate it.
Right, I don't think Godak used up all of his... Is up all of his movement, actually? Yeah, he did, didn't he?
Yep.
Okay, and he won't be in... he'll use his hand axe to try and hit the other one, then.
Yep.
That won't hit, though. Yeah, I think that's about...
Advantage?
Oh, you said on one of his attacks, so I didn't know if you meant his first or second.
Yeah, we rolled for the first one, so.
Yeah, fair enough. Oh. Yeah.
Okay.
Never mind.
And he didn't actually throw the rock, he kept hold of it.
God damn you, Fernie.
Deref, assuming that's the end of your turn, Godok.
It is, yes.
For Deref, your turn.
I don't know what to do.
You have a few options. I'm not going to give it, I'll tell you what they are.
I guess I'll move it to this guy and try and hit him.
Okie dokie.
I'll pull out my mason shield as I go. Talking about
Roll your damage.
a whole 9.
You swing your mace down, you crack its head straight open. The cord just splatters across your armor.
We need to cause a cave in. Can't fight them all. That's my turn.
DM?
Yes?
On that point, I actually have a question. Did that shatter affect the tunnels at all?
Good points. I'm going to say it caused debris to start to fall down slightly. Didn't actually cause any large bits of debris, but smaller bits.
Just curiosity in this case, but since I know the stone can't hear, but if there's a really loud, I mean, a real thunderclap, there's moving pressure and the like.
Mm-hmm.
That's why curious.
Perfect. All the books start moving up more, joining together as one big mass. The clicking and scraping from behind you is starting to become deafening. Bernie's turn. Bernie, seeing this, is going to immediately bolt forward. He's going to pick up his rock and he's just going to throw it straight at this one again, giving Godak a help action in an attempt to clear. And he's going to attempt to be useful. He's going to fire his bow.
Wow.
Oh, he hits. Shit.
Wow.
Hits?
I'm
Okay.
actually impressed. I mean, that's less so, but still.
Oh.
That's max damage.
He fires an arrow, it goes straight into the side of it, and it screeches slightly. And that's the end of Fernie's turn. And he suddenly looks extremely proud of himself.
Well, Lucy hasn't seen it, but
Nope. You just assume that it missed again.
If I use a dash again, does that affect somehow? Like, is there a limit on how much you can use dash?
You can dash as much as you like, it just takes your action simply.
Yeah, I'm just wondering. I heard some rules for one combat where it was like you can use it so many times and then you get exhaustion or something like that.
Sounds like a homebrew rule.
Could have been. That's why I wanted to just check.
Mhm.
Alright, running from this.
Okay. It will take an opportunity attack as you run past. That is +5. Does an 11 hit?
Meets it, beats it.
Ah. Wait, might have gone away without anything then. It snaps at you as you run past, and it managed to just graze your thigh, tearing open some of your... Were you wearing armor? I can't remember.
No.
Turn up some of your clothing then.
Which part?
Just thigh, left thigh.
Hope didn't nick
Yeah,
that femoral
there's something
artery.
interesting visible now. That's why I want to know, how are you cutting my clothing?
Ah. Hold on a second. No. I'm not doing it like that, don't worry.
Well,
Is it like the anime moment where they like slashes the top, bottom half of the top down, so we get a bit of underboob?
well, that's what I'm curious. Does it slash side to side? Does it slash top down? Like how?
Just
Not
like
again spoken.
slashing his teeth straight down into your thigh, and then as you run past, it kind of tears slightly. Just
Alright, there's some tears in the
side leg.
side, but
Yes.
it's not like not like my pants.
You
are
haven't
completely
lost the pant
visible.
leg.
Curious.
Pant leg? Excuse me?
Assuming you're wearing pants. I don't know. What
Pants? Well, what's this American talk?
Trousers.
Well, skirts over harem pants. She's a bit of a gypsy.
You end your turn or do anything else?
I end my turn.
Kaduki. Gordak.
Okay, Gordak is going to move slightly further up. He's just going to try and take out this last guy with his glaive. 21, I assume, hits.
Yep.
10.
Don't think you even need to roll damage, frankly. But roll anyway.
I've already rolled. It was 10 slashing.
Yeah, you just simply swing straight across it and you cleave it straight into again. And it's just outright gone.
Okay, Gordak uses interaction to pick up his hand axe.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, and I think
You're
he moved about 5 feet, didn't he? So you're with his remaining
25.
25 feet to move. I think it was about here, 25 foot.
Yep.
Okay, in that case, Gordak counts his turn now.
Deref.
Alright, I'm gonna... I guess if I dash, I can't take anything out of my bag now.
No, I'm going to say specifically because you're meant to be moving as quick as you can.
No, that's fine.
Unless it was something that was easy to hand.
No, I want to get my blasting powder out, and I haven't decided where I keep it, so it's in my bag.
Okay.
I'll draw out a blasting powder. Someone get some fire ready. We're going to blow the entrance. And that's my turn.
Yeah, then. Now the bugs. They are all getting very, very, very much closer. The chittering between them is getting louder and louder as it gets closer and closer to you all. You hear the scraping, their claws against the ground. But you also see light ahead. You know you're nearly there. Bernie's turn. Seeing them so close, he is going to sprint. And he just simply books it and gone.
He's got to do the Looney Tunes through the wall. And he kind of pops out on the other side.
I imagine him running with the cartoon like wheels, legs going so fast it's like a wheel.
I'm doing as Bernie did, just since I'm closer to the exit, I'm gonna run out. Can I yell something at the people there? Can I talk to because coming out, we are in the camp again, right?
You will be, yes.
They're coming in mass. We need to block the entrance.
There's something coming out of the cave. You see a bunch of shadows starting to come across the front of the cave entrance. You see a group of 5 of them, one in the center. What is it? You run up towards the center of them, and you see a robed figure in the center you hadn't seen previously, with 4 of the guards who look quite badly beat up, basically. You see turn marks against their arms and legs. You look behind them briefly, and you see the bodies of several of the Krufik.
Bodies of several of the
bugs.
The bugs. Okay. Can I still talk, or is it?
I'll let you have a brief statement.
We killed the massive one, but now all the little ones are coming out.
The guards' faces go white at that. And the younger robe figure kind of looks down for a second and looks at the cave entrance. How many more? You can answer that and then be done.
There's hundreds of them.
You see him put his hands together. You start to see energy start to gather in them. And then it's Godak's turn.
Okay. Godak, did Dareth say that he was taking his blasting powder out last turn?
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay, in that case, Godak's probably didn't hear that conversation, so what he's going to do is he's going to reach into his pack. Would it take an action to crack, to like light a torch to give to
Interaction.
Dareth? Okay, he's going to reach into pack, use interaction to hand a lit torch to Dareth and just say, statement, good luck, before using his action to dash, I think. So I think that would more or less take him to where Lucinda is.
Lucinda is technically outside already.
Just where your token is, I meant. Okay, and with that he ends his turn.
Godak, as you're approaching, you see the other figures. You see one of them with his hands kind of pressed together, but you don't actually see anything. Again. Dareth, your turn.
Okay. I've just thought of something with this blasting powder. Oh, no, never mind. I thought it was like gunpowder, where it's not actually an explosive. But no, the description does say it's an explosive, okay. Alright.
That would be hilarious.
Yeah, I was like, oh shit, what is this fuse gonna light? Nothing. No, I guess I will... Oh. I'll throw my blasting powder around me, where I am. And then I'll move a few feet away. Turn around and toss the torch at it, and then run the rest of the way.
How much blasting powder did you have?
You give me 2 pounds worth.
Let me do a quick Google foo.
It says 1 pouch causes 3d6 bludgeoning damage. I don't know if you want to make it 2 pouches or what that is.
Okay. Plus force.
Oh,
okay,
each additional pouch is an extra d6. Never mind. There you
go. Really?
That doesn't really
like,
make sense.
No, it doesn't make sense at all.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense for game rules, but it doesn't make sense for any other kind of
So
logic.
I have this much, now I have this much. That only does... Oh, okay. Throw it twice instead. Okay then. So you leave a trail, you light, and you run?
I'll just toss it around in a general area. I'm not leaving a trail because it explodes upon contact, so a trail is...
And you throw the torch as you run away?
I was standing there.
Okay.
And I'm going to run the rest of the distance. I can't dash, obviously, but I'll get as far as that. You know what? There you go. Rather than trying to explain exactly what it does.
Have you thrown the torch before running, or as you've been running, or?
As I'm running, I'll sort of turn and toss it, and then turn back around. I just wanted to be out of the blast radius before I threw it.
He was about 10 feet from the blast.
Yeah.
Okay.
From where he said he was throwing it.
As you throw the torch, you start to sprint as quickly as you can. The torch lands and makes contact with the powder, and there's a sudden whoosh, and there's an echoing sound that splinters through the cavern, and suddenly rocks start to fall down. I'm going to say make a dex save. Beat a 12.
I'm fucking wall running. I'm away. I'm done.
You're fine. You're completely fine. Right, so rocks start to fall down as you're running, but you just outright move side to side. One is about to come down on top of you and just slam it to the side with your shield as you're sprinting. And the cave behind you collapses at the point of the blast. You can still hear the clicks and the clatters. You can assume it's still slightly open, but the majority of the way is now completely barred. And I'll say you're able to just outright make it up to the front where you see the others gathered. You see a robed figure with his hands pressed together, and you see several guards who look quite worn. He watches you come towards him, then he looks behind you. How many?
Too many to count. You better watch for stragglers. Pick them off.
He stands there for a second and waits. You can hear the clicking, you can hear the scraping, but nothing comes around the corner.
Want to explain that sound, Darius? You having some fun?
Oh, aye. There's lots of fun. Yeah. Just, I don't want all our guests coming all at once for the party.
Statement. I believe I can furnish you with an explanation.
That would be so nice of you, big guy.
Darth fashioned a makeshift explosive using some powder and a torch I provided. I assume that this was the sound of the blast.
Where's your sense of mystery?
You guys continue to talk. The robed figure continues to look into the darkness, and after a moment, he drops his hands. Whatever you did must have scared them off again. Thank you. He looks between you all, and then he turns and just walks away, back into the camp. The guards kind of glance at you nervously, and then go back to what they were doing. You see him starting to pick up some of the bodies and move them towards the pits to throw in.
Is Lord Gorhill around here?
He is over here.
Right.
He's looking over the scene, but he's just keeping back.
Does Lucinda still have the music box, actually?
I did not have it at any point.
I know you did take it.
Oh, I took it. In that case, yes, I didn't throw it away.
Okay. Kodak will just come over to Lucinda and just ask.
Yeah.
Question. What is the current status of the music box?
Still quiet. But I don't trust for how long. Let's see if the Lord knows anything about this. Shall we?
Yes. And with that, Kodak will move for Lucinda to follow.
Yeah, following him.
He'll look up at you guys as you approach, seeing you dirty, battered, definitely worse for wear. You made it out okay. I have to say I'm quite surprised about that, especially after he looks around. These things made it through.
Statement. We survived, but sustained significant damage. I will need time to recuperate, but our objective is complete. It seems that a music box was the source of the issue. My companion has it in her possession.
I'm holding it out to him.
God damn it.
If I were you, I'd keep that thing broken.
when it was playing, it opened a kind of portal, I think. Looked like a one-way thing, but that's how those creatures came in. Do you know of a residence deep inside this cave system?
There was a mage that used to live in this part of the woods years back. It might have been his place, maybe.
If it was, he had very good taste, but in his uncompleted home, we found this box.
That is meant to be gone. I paid a group to get rid of that decades ago.
It did not look like anyone removed anything. We found building supplies, yes, but it looked more like those were still the build-up, not takedown. There were no signs of takedown we found. There was a little damage, but nothing that would make me think someone was taking the place down.
Box was meant to be gone. I'd paid people to take that away and throw it into an ocean. It caused an uncontrollable dance. A few people died because of that. After that, I paid for a small mercenary group to take that and take it away. I don't know how the hell it wound up here. If I could see that group again, I would love to... Let's just say I wish I could use magic.
Statement. That reminds me. In order to stop the music box from functioning, I attempted to smash it with my weapon. However, the box appeared to reassemble itself moments after. It would seem that this is a device not so easily disposed of.
Yes, it would seem so.
It looked to me like there might be some form of mending on it. I'm sorry, we didn't have that much time to look. There were a few too many creepy crawlies around. But yes.
Belby. The robe figure from before walks over. He nods at you all and then looks towards Lord Gulhul. We have a look at this box. He holds out a hand, waiting for the box.
Handing it over immediately. I was actually already holding it out to him before.
He hands it over to the robed figure, who looks it over briefly. This is interesting. Where did you find this?
There's a nice little mansion. Well, beginning of a mansion. Or at least a very, very nicely appointed home. Somewhere deep inside the system. It took us a while to get there. I'm sorry, I can't tell exactly how far in it was. Too many of the creepy crawlies, you know. But a good ways into the cave system, someone built a really nice home. And inside that home, we found this box.
You see him start to twirl his hand in the air for a second. Then he touches on the box. He looks towards it. Does anyone know Identify?
Give me a sec.
God, I could not. No. He's just a metal that hits things.
No.
The fighter doesn't have spells. What?
I know it's a travesty, completely imbalanced.
Okay, so in that case, he casts his spell and he looks at it briefly, and tilts his head to the side slightly. That is odd.
Spit it out, man.
We saw a slime with some skulls and other bones in it creep in there.
Oh, what?
It started the box. Slime with skulls. Some other bones too, but mostly there was this one skull that seemed to be its head.
I assume you killed it?
No. It turned the box and went inside it. We never got
You
pierced.
mentioned that. He kind of looks to the box and holds it out at arm's length. Okay. That's a new one.
But it started the music that created. To me, it felt like a portal. I'm sorry, not too used to those. My art goes in a different way. But yeah, the music appeared to open a portal through which the creepy crawlies came. Just that time, it was one of enormous size. 4 or 5 times the bigger ones we've seen here.
Oh. Okay. He puts it down on the ground. Okay, bear with me a second. Let me just see what I can do with this. He ends up casting Dispel Magic on it. He casts it more potently than you can listen to. But nothing happens. Looks down at it again, tries again. And again, nothing happens. Not sure that I'm quite strong enough for that.
Thought it was that easy. It'd have been done before.
Mages aren't the most common thing in the world, so
I'll turn to the. Is it? Are we talking to the mage right now?
You are, yes.
Okay, I'll turn to the Lord. Gunhillo's still around, I assume.
Yep, right beside yourself.
Why don't you get rid of it yourself? This is such an important artifact. You pay a group of mercenaries to get rid of it.
Well, we tried to destroy it when we last found it. It didn't work. It caused a plague that caused people to die. I had to hurt people just to stop them. So the easiest place to get rid of it was to pay someone to take it. Obviously it didn't work out. Though it did for a while at least. That was 20 years ago, 30 years ago.
I'll look back towards all the dead bodies. Oh, aye. Oh, it's worked really well.
Well, what would you have done in my shoes? You don't know anyone who uses magic at the time. You don't know anyone dependable. People are dying. And I figured this was the source of the problem. Turns out I must have been right, because it's the source of another problem. At least it would have been somebody else's problem.
Aye, but you just try to use your money to get rid of it.
Well, at least it worked for 20 years.
Bodak's going to...
Oh, sorry. You got cheated on the bargain. I wonder what water would do to it. Or acid, for that matter.
You could give it a try. You look over towards the mage figure. He seems to be deep in thought, thinking... You could try asking for help from a stronger mage. I'm not exactly a big shot.
Any suggestions?
You could try Curring, Janique, Richard. Oh, there's Fearless as well. Sure.
Do you have an idea how we can contain it for the short term?
Well, I've got an idea. Can I take it from him?
Some kind of safe box.
It's currently on the floor.
It's not. Is it whole? Or is it still broken in bits? I want to break a piece off and just hand it to Lucinda and just hold the broken piece in my hand.
What are you breaking off exactly?
I'll just break off like the lid or something.
Okay.
No, I'm not. I'm going to take the key. I'm going to break out the key.
All right, make a strength check to break it.
Hooray.
And say you jam it around quite a bit, trying to wrench the key out and break it, but you can't manage to.
Doris,
Big man.
we've
Smash.
seen it repair itself over and over.
Aye, it repairs itself. I want to know over what distance. If I
It
go and take a
repairs-
piece and stand over there.
It has repaired itself. It has not taken the piece it had before.
Oh, is that actually what's... Oh, I thought it was...
Yes,
okay.
we've taken
It wasn't Iron
Um,
Giant in now.
out of game. We
Oh,
have taken
damn it.
pieces of it before.
Okay.
We have some of the pieces were scattered and we took them, so they didn't merge into it back again.
It just
It
kind of
It was
made new
still repairing
pieces.
itself.
I
It was
misunderstood.
remaking itself.
I thought we were Iron Giant / Genova repairing process.
And it took minutes. We can't go smashing it every few minutes. That's not gonna work.
Godak's going to go.
Alright, then I'll just leave it on the floor here, make portal for another big man to come out of the cave.
That's why I asked for something to contain it. There are magic vessels that might be able to contain it.
You have a bag of holding?
I'm sarcastically patting down my pockets. You know what? I'm fresh out of stuff like that.
Isn't Goddard carrying one?
Godak hasn't looked, but yes, he is. He's actually isn't. Yeah, he is. Just had to check. Godak in that case will say, "I picked up a myriad of strange items from that chest. One of which was a bag, which had an unnatural depth to it. Perhaps this is sufficient." Holding out the bag of holding.
Alright, I'll put it in there. It's worth a shot.
What do you think?
As you drop it onto the bag holding,
Ruby?
trying to put it through, it simply hovers at the point of entry.
Well, what's going on? I'm looking at the mage at this point.
He's
You
just
know-
kind of looking at it and tilting his head slightly. I frankly have no fucking idea. He walks over and he tries to press it down slightly, but it doesn't move at all. He lifts it up, drops it again, and it's exactly the same. I've got to be frank, this is very beyond me. I'm a small town mage, not a archmage.
Can you contact anyone?
I could try to contact them, but you'd probably be much more successful if you went to them. If I get a response back. It could take months.
So, have we opened the box? Looked inside?
Godak has not now.
When you first saw the box, it was open.
I think we closed. I think Dareth closed it though,
Yes.
didn't he?
Yes.
Yes, but it was playing music when closed.
Mm-hmm. Given you had it open and smashed it, just the description for inside of it is this is kind of like a flat plate, and it's got the spindles in the center. And that's all it really displays underneath the flat plate. If you were to lift it, it shows all the different gears that turn due to the cranking of the wheel.
What
The key,
if
sorry.
we try to put something inside it to stop the gears from turning? To stop the music?
That's something, I suppose. Give it a try.
I was asking the others and the mage.
Upon Lucinda making that suggestion, Godak will take a piton, which is like a steel spike. I'm not quite sure how large that would be. He'll just kind of hold it out and just say,
Probably about that big, I guess.
"Would this
It'd
be
probably be a bit
suitable?"
bigger. It's got a support weight, so be about that big.
About what big? Sorry, do my
Be about yay big. Probably be about size thickness of your thumb at one end. Not going to a tip, like a needle point, but it goes to a sharp point.
Would it fit in the box?
If I'm thinking the right thing,
if you kind of like, if you like maybe open the lid and kind of like, set it in that way.
It could, but it wouldn't really be able to go between the bits that get kind of clicked.
Is it?
As the music box
Is
goes
it
up.
like? Is it the width for the? Oh, sorry, go on.
I was thinking more like some fabric.
Fabric. It's got
A
anything?
scarf, some cotton. Lucy's gonna reach up to see if she has any, like, she has some scarves around her head, and she's probably gonna notice that her hair is not in order.
Fortunately, Godak doesn't have anything that can help.
And yes, taking one of my scarves, though not the head ones. Noticing things are not in order there. Being a little scared, but taking one of the scarves around her waist. Like wearing scarves as belts. Right? The sash. Taking one of those off, and then carefully. I'm not sure what's gonna happen. So let's see. Opening the box. The first layer. Does anything happen?
Nothing happens. Simply opens up.
So looking if she can lift the plate.
So pushing around a little bit, you can see that you can kind of like put pressure towards either side and simply lift the plate up. More just simply something that's meant to hide the inner workings.
Yeah, trying to do that.
You manage to do that, it comes away. As you look for a moment, you start to see from one of the sides, the plate starts to rematerialize slowly.
Before that happens, really quickly trying to stuff the scarf in there.
Okie dokie.
Trying at least, I don't know how, yeah, it's probably not enough fabric to fill all of it, but trying to get at least one of part of the mechanism entangled in it. Also taking away the room for it to have the sound.
Yep. You start stuffing it in, trying to get into any little gear nooks and crannies that you can. I'd say you manage. Actually, you know what? Roll a sleight of hand, see how much you get done. I'm going to say you get nearly all the scarf in. You outright stuff it in as it's starting to rematerialize until you quickly snatch your hand back as the plate rematerializes in the corner where your hand just was. It presses against your scarf quite tightly on the side, but nothing else happens.
I'm not sure this will stop it, but we can hope. Going to take out rope and tying the box closed.
Okay. So you manage to use some of your rope, you tie it closed nice and tightly. You're now going to tie the box with a scarf sticking out.
Yes. I don't trust that thing.
Okie dokie. What do you guys do?
Well, not gonna help.
Yes.
As he so rightly noticed, we did take a little bit of a beating.
Yes, sorry.
Would it maybe
you all did a great service for us today.
to have a little rest before we get going. I know
Yes,
you're
yes,
anxious
yes.
to get this box moved. I'm hoping this will keep it for the night at least. But
I
probably
tell you
the
what,
companions and we need some rest before we can safely move on.
Suggestion. I can recuperate, but I do not require sleep. If you wish for someone to watch the box, I could complete this task.
That would be darling.
if you wish, there's an inn in the town's centre. Just go there, say that I sent you. It's on me. He fishes around briefly and gets a small coin purse and hands it to you, Lucinda. That should more than cover any costs of anything you'll need tonight. I thank you so much for this. When you go back, can you request for more men to be sent, though? There should be a small, well, kind of garrison of sorts. It's more just people who know how to hold a sword, truth be told. Ask to have them sent here, please. They should be at the, well, somewhere around the centre.
We'll pass your word on.
Thank you.
Thank you for trusting us.
I wish I could do more, frankly. Now, if you do excuse me, I'm going to help the men move the bodies.
Very well.
Maybe I should have found a mage. With that, he walks away in this direction towards where the fallen guards are. The mage looks between you all, then looks at Lucinda holding the box, so I'm assuming she's still holding it.
Yes.
I can give you directions if you want to the mages, where to find them. It might help, unless you have other ideas.
I'm keen to hear who you think might help us.
He repeats the same names as before.
Well,
Corinne,
I'm hoping
Yannick,
for
Richard,
locations.
and Phyllis. I'd say he pulls out a small map and marks the locations on it. I don't know how many. One of them might be enough, but you might need a couple of them to actually be able to help. He hands you the small rolled up map. And, well, I hope you have a pleasant night. You, frankly, all look like shit. Yeah.
Well, it wasn't all sunshine and roses in there.
I know. I've been in there.
If you do get in, have a look at that mansion. Or beginning mansion. I don't know how to call it.
If we can get them cleared out, we will do.
There's some interesting designs there.
Well, I will bid you a good day, and I need to rest. I'm feeling a little lightheaded. He walks over towards the campfire and sits down.
Time to get going, guys?
I could use some sleep.
Yes, it was a hard time in there. Fernie's fiddling with a ring briefly. If you don't mind, I'll just go and hop into the cart if it's still there. I need to send a message. With that, he walks on ahead.
The other two starting to move, or
Mm-hmm.
needing any more?
You catch up to Fernie. You see him whispering into the ring that he was holding, and then a raven appears on his hand and flies away. Okay, message sent.
Oh, that's a neat trick.
Message sent to whom?
King Graphia, of course. I was meant to report on you. That's why I was brought along.
How much do I trust what he's saying?
Roll insights. Yeah. He seems to be genuine with what he's saying.
Alrighty. Happy enough. Moving into the cart.
Hey, did you see the last shot? I think I'm getting better with my bow.
Did he? Did he hit?
I hear very proud.
Statement. It was the most impressive thing that I have seen him do yet.
Nice.
I'm not sure if that was a compliment or not.
Turned to Fernie. It wasn't.
Oh.
It was merely a statement of fact.
Yeah. Thank you. With that, you're just kind of quiet. So you guys make your way back to town, I assume?
Mhm.
Yes.
The day has drawn on whilst you've been inside. I'd say a few hours have passed overall. You see people going about their business as you make your way back. A few of them give you kind of long stares before getting on with what they were doing, seeing how battered and bruised you all are.
While we are on the way, may I have a look at that small coin purse?
Sure thing. You look inside the coin purse, and I'm going to say there is 100 gold in there.
How much?
100.
100.
Yes.
So it's not just settling for the night.
It gave you more than you needed for the night.
Good. That's what I figured.
We're in a small town, it's cheap.
Remind me, did that place with the pies... Like, I'm asking the other guys, sorry. Lucinda talking. Remind me, did the pie place... Did they have rooms? Or was it just a pub?
Statement. I stayed in the carriage. Was not where you visited a pie place.
Oh, come on.
I would have brought you a piece, but do you even need food?
I can subsist on nothing.
That's not the question.
Oh,
They offer rooms.
I don't remember seeing any. Too focused on that excellent pie.
Sure. Very good pie. Well, let's
I
see.
honestly don't fucking remember if it was an inn or not.
It was a pub.
Okay. So no.
Says it
inn,
was
no.
anyway, unless I've misremembered.
I do believe the Lord was quite generous. I'm sure there's enough for dinner and a night's stay in here. So let's find a place for either or both.
What? I say you guys make your way back to the main strip of the town. And are you stopping by that place, or are you looking for somewhere particular?
Looking around to see if there's something that looks more like an inn, like a place that has night stays.
I'd say simply next door to it, there seems to be a place which looks more like it might be somewhere people would stay, where they would bed. It's got 3 floors, so it's actually a tall building, one of the only tall buildings that you've seen there.
Well, shall we see if there's a room?
Godak will just nod to Lucinda and wait for her to lead the way.
Fernie, you mind staying with the carriage?
Yeah, sure.
Good. And with that, sauntering into the inn.
Okay, you make your way into a nicely furnished reception area. Considering where you are, it's nicely furnished. Nothing like the lavishness of palaces, but it looks nicely cared for. There is a human woman behind the desk with several others talking to her who seem to be guests. The one behind the counter nods briefly, and then they both look to one another and then walk away back into the inn. And she looks up towards you both. No, free, sorry, as you enter. God, I say it this time. Ah, well, howdy.
How are you doing? This is such a lovely place. So much nicer than I was expecting to see in this part.
Oh, thank you, doll.
I was wondering, do you have any rooms for the night?
Oh, yes, we have plenty. Let's see, we have, she looked over some notes briefly. I have 9 rooms available.
We aren't quite that many.
Oh. Oh, well then. Well, how many rooms can I do you for?
Got it.
It depends what size rooms they are.
Statement.
Got it.
I do not require a bed. I could probably just stand stationary in the corner.
Would you mind sharing with Finny?
I see no reason that this would be an issue.
Don't you think you would like to be watched a little more? Smirking that at Darius.
Yank. Sort of Godak will just look over to Fern and goes, Indeed, I have neglected to watch him for some time. I shall continue my secondary directive.
Bernie is just oblivious. Oh, that's in the carriage, but he has a chill go up his spine.
You had more important things to take care of, darling. Darius? Do you need your own, or are you staying with them? Quite frankly, I will not.
I'll bunk up.
Well, in that case, we would need 1 room for 2. We need 1 room for 2 and 1 single.
Ah, no worries, darling. Okay, so that will be 1 gold piece and 2 silver, please, for the night.
Handing it over.
Okay. She kind of weighs it in her hand briefly, looks at the coin, then puts it into a purse on a pouch. Okay, we do not provide meals, but that's next door. There's a diner and whatnot. You'll be able to just get food from there.
Oh yes, we were lucky enough to have some pies on the way in.
Ah, the pies are lovely, aren't they?
So wonderful.
Have you tried the snapdragon pie? Have you tried the snapdragon pie?
No, there was a fruit pie. It was lunch. Or
Ooh,
morning?
you should try the
I don't
snapdragon.
know.
It's got a nice fiery bite.
Ooh, I like me some fire.
You and me both. Well, if that will be all, well, here's the keys to your rooms. We hand you 2 different keys. Both actually right next to each other for convenience's sake.
By saying I like fire using thaumaturgy, making my eyes look like fire.
She smirks looking at your eyes at that. And, well, you're probably the most fun I've had all day today.
Oh, Well, I have to admit, the pie was really great. But since then, our day has... Well, it was interesting. But talking to you has been great fun.
Well, feel free to come back at any point. I'll be here all day. Near enough.
We said looking at the guys. Shall we? Oh, I just remembered. Is there a place we can keep a cart overnight?
Oh, yeah, sure. It's just a silver a night for the carts. We have a farmhand take care of the horses.
Oh, that's wonderful. Handing her that directly.
She takes it just like the other coins. She looks over it briefly. Then she picks up a little bell and rings it. And a young lad comes running over from one of the rooms behind. Hello. Will you take care of the carts, please? Would you like to show him what it is that he needs to take?
Sure. Just outside.
Okay. He follows you.
Ronnie.
Bernie pokes his head out of the back. Yes?
You know, when you said you were watching the cart, I was not expecting you to have a nap in the back.
I didn't have a nap. I was watching... okay. He jumps out of the back.
You weren't exactly watching the horses.
I could see them. There's two looking coals.
As Fernie walks past Goddard, Goddard will just say, "Rest assured, I will do a much better job of watching you than you are of the horses."
Oh. Magic. Okay.
Well, and turning to the boy. Well, these two and the cart.
Okay, I'll take them. No worries. He climbs up and gently pushes them forward, and they start moving away and around the side of the building.
Was it 2 or was it 4? I don't remember.
It was 2.
2, good.
I think it was 2 anyway.
Alright. I thought just checking. Also, hi, Sarah. So, okay.
Okay, so now everyone is standing outside the inn. Is there anything else you guys want to do?
I think Goddard will probably just say at this point, statement. It's just occurred to me that I have yet to go through the trinkets that I acquired in the cave. Perhaps it may be prudent to sit down and see if there is anything of value to each individual.
Well, I, for one, could use with some food and drink. I know you don't, Gardic, but maybe the other two?
I would like something to eat.
I vote
She's got
pie.
cards. Any shows in that?
Yeah, I'm assuming Darius is happy with pie. He was happy with them before.
Yeah, it's fine. Sorry, I'm half listening because I was talking to me.
Yeah, we just decided going into the pub to get some pies.
That's absolutely fine with me, yeah.
You guys make your way around to the pub, and much like before, it is practically empty. There's only the barkeeper this time. There's actually no customers at all.
Does it still smell like pies?
It doesn't smell as fresh, but it's still the lingering scent. The guy behind the bar just goes back towards you. He's just messing around with glasses again, cleaning, moving them around, reorganizing.
Sashaying up to the bar. And at this point, I have to confess, I don't know where my notes are. So I don't have his name.
What did I make his name? Did I even give his name? Good question.
I remember Lucy was flirting with him. And
I just call him Barkeep, spending a few minutes looking for my notes.
I think he gave a name. I don't remember it. Well, if she doesn't have a name, it will just be Darling.
What can you're back. Hey, welcome back.
Thank you.
He looks up at you, from you to Deref, and back to you. Well, I'm sorry to say, but you look a bit like shit.
Well, there was some excitement we had in the cave.
The cave? He pours an ale and then pops it down in front of you. Tell me a bit more about it. That one's on the house.
What would you want to know?
Oh, what's going on?
Well, there's some creepy crawlies, just a little bit oversized. Man-sized creepy crawlies.
Sounds about right for what happened at the back door and the rumours going around.
Yeah. Turns out, I don't know, Lord mentioned there was trouble some 20-odd years ago. It was connected to...
Would it?
Yes, I think that's what he said. It was a music box that caused it all.
Oh, really?
Well, the source of the problem then apparently was the problem again this time around. We had a look into the cave, encountered some of those creepy crawlies. Found a bigger creepy crawly. I would have called her the queen. Until we found the box.
So,
Yeah.
have you solved the issue?
There are several still inside. None of the bigger variety as far as we know, but there were, I don't know how many count. Might be in the hundreds that are still in the system.
Oh, Jesus, that's
We believe we cut off the way in. So there shouldn't be any new ones coming. But the ones that are still inside the case? Not sure. Little Darius here tried to blow up the entrance.
Well, I wouldn't say
Kill them
tried. I
all.
think I succeeded.
Well, you're not
I
lucky.
did hear a crack in the distance not long back. Was that you?
Yeah, not too long ago.
Oh, was that my handiwork? Yeah. That was probably me.
Yeah. Well, with that, we hope it solved the issue. Oh, what? There were still several dozens at least, if not hundreds, of the smaller ones of the creepy crawlies inside. I'm not sure about those. I'm sorry.
To be honest, if you got rid of the source, it's only a matter of time. You might actually have a chance, and I might not have to move pubs. I have to make a new one anymore. I'm gonna have to stop my plans to move now. I invested coin in the carts. Damn it.
Where were you moving?
I was just gonna go to the next town that I could. That's at least a couple of 100 miles away. I won't have to have thought about it anymore. But if the problem's gone away and you're certain it's gone, then Or at least the source of it's gone. I will stick around and I will not invest in building.
With pies like you could always take them on the road.
Yeah, that is true. I have considered making a traveling cart, but you can't get a good oven when you're traveling.
True.
Well,
Oh,
he slams his hand down. Ale around, and your meals are on me, at the very least. Consider it a thank you. He pours a mug of ale for everyone, including Gordak. He looks at Gordak for a second. Take the armor off. You know, relax. No one's going to stab you in the back here.
Statement.
I'm afraid.
I
you
am
can-
I am unsure how to respond to your query. Can you remove your skin? This
What?
this armor is my skin.
He looks towards Lucinda. Has he had a few already?
No.
He's drunk. Let's ignore him.
Okay. Right. Food. Be back in a sec for a hearty meal for you all. We're making stew.
If there's any pies left?
Yeah, there might be some leftover pies.
The nice lady next door, she recommended your snapdragon pies.
Ah, did she? I've got about 2 slices left. They're on the house. He disappears, he comes straight out with a pie. The stew will be 20 minutes. Enjoy the pie. And with that, he's disappeared into the back.
Are we staying at the bar or are we moving to a table?
I'll move to a table.
Right, moving the same way. Trying to split the 2 pies in 3.
Gordak will pick up his mug of ale to be polite.
Just gonna sit there holding it.
He's just gonna keep tinking it against his mouth occasionally to make it seem like he's drinking it.
You do this for an entirely empty bar.
Yeah. He still does it anyway.
Is he also like wasting a little bit at each time? So the mug gets empty.
Yeah,
Don't
it just
spill it, man.
It just
Here.
it just keeps like dripping down his arm.
Yeah, let me help you out with that, and I'll take it and I'll drink it.
Statement. Apologies. I was simply trying to blend in and be polite.
Yeah, it was decent enough. It's nothing special. A little bit flat, but yeah, in the middle of nowhere, nearly. So, pie, on the other hand, has quite a spicy kick to it. It hits the back of the throat as it goes down.
Tastes like home.
You know, you're getting more intriguing by the day.
Statement.
Who are you talking to?
You.
Statement. Speaking of intrigue, I picked up some items which some may be of functional use, but others may be suitable for sale. Gordak referring to the art objects, by the way. What are the art objects, just to clarify? There were 8.
Be
each worth
statues of robed figures holding, some holding staffs, some holding orbs. Seems to be like effectively wizard statues.
Okay, Gordak will just place all of them on the table and just say to Lucinda, "You have demonstrated a great ability for speechcraft, and people generally seem to receive you favourably. Perhaps it would be wise for you to take these into your possession, so that we may later sell them."
You okay with that, Darius?
Go for it. You're better
like
with
it.
words than I.
If you
Better
wish,
at turning heads too.
if you wish, I can keep these on my person until such time that you acquire them.
I have to say, Gordek, I think that might be a little easier for you to carry than me. I'm not the strongest.
Understood. Incidentally, I found
But
this shield that may be of interest to you, Dareth.
Aye.
I already possess one, and therefore do not require another.
We'll break it out, man.
Yep.
Keeping me waiting.
Yep, so Godak will take the shield out of his bag. So it's like an oval-shaped shield. It's got like a bunch of green marks around the rim, and it's got like an emblem of like it looks a little bit like I suppose a tuning fork in the center. Can't really tell from this image.
Spellguard Shield. Do you have the link?
I do have the. I put the links in the chat actually last week.
Yeah, you did. I was just asking if Elf has. I have it open too.
Do you want me
That's
to?
real pretty.
I'll send it.
I got it. Thanks.
Yeah, I'll just take that out of my. So Godak will hand this over to you. Okay, so then Godak will also produce the amulet proof against detection and location, and the brooch of shielding. Not he obviously doesn't know in character what these are, but he'll just present these objects to you two, and just ask, do either of these items take your interest?
Darius, you want to go first?
Sorry, I'm looking at the things. I'll pass over the amulet. That's a mighty fine brooch. You have no interest? To Godak.
I think I will probably hang on to the bag here, if that is okay with everybody else.
Fine by me.
Then the remaining two items are yours to decide amongst yourselves.
My interest is in the brooch more than the amulet, but you already have an amulet.
As nice as this is, don't think I've quite got the visage for it. Look much nicer on you, I'm sure. No, I'll pass it over to you. The brooch.
I will pin it to my clothes and, as time allows, work on the attunement.
Sounds good to me. Right, so after you have divvied up your spoils, the barkeep comes out carrying several bowls full of stew and some bread that was fresh today, but it's no longer freshly baked. Just like a nice hefty bun each. Place it down in front of each of you, including Gorda. Alright, all eat up. Have your fill. And, well, let me know if you need anything else. Yeah, it's a nice brooch you've got.
Thank you, darling.
That's the smiles.
And the stew smells divine.
Hope you enjoy. And he goes back behind the bar, and someone else actually comes in and comes over towards the bar and starts chatting with him. you have anything in particular you guys would like to do remaining for this day?
Godak will probably just stare at the pie for a little bit, not really knowing what to do after Dev took his last drink off him.
I helped you.
I suppose Godak will just poke the pie. Just kind of
I
trying to
poke you back.
he isn't really doing anything of note.
Okay. You guys eat. You have a decently pleasant meal, despite the lackluster ale. Say an hour passes, and you guys finish up, and you'll make your way out. The day is getting gone.
Actually, as we finished food, I would have taken out a set of playing cards.
Okay.
Anyone want to have a go?
What's your game?
What do you suggest? Just shuffling the cards in my hand. Sorry, missed the word shuffling. Yeah, so shuffling them was some fun.
I don't know card games. I know
Google
poker.
this quickly.
I know poker and Snap. They have Texas Hold'em in this medieval fantasy world.
D card game.
Let's play Gwent.
The 7 or 12s. I know that game. That's about the only thing I know. That's dice rather than cards.
Should have taken out the dice instead.
Unless you know any dice-based card games.
No. Can we pretend that in character we do know the card games? I know card games, I just don't know English names.
Yeah, no, just say that you do, yeah. You know how to play... Fuck, I haven't played a card game in God knows how many years. What's a card game?
Pontoon?
Yeah, we'll go with Pontoon.
Right, fuck if I know what that is.
Neither do I.
It's just 21, isn't it?
Oh, okay.
I think Black. Can't remember. I think
So
I might be
Blackjack
thinking
then,
of
yeah.
Blackjack. Yeah.
Blackjack is going for 21.
Yeah. Maybe that might be the simplest.
That needs a dealer. That's not something you play in a group. Not all playing on the same level. So you have one person who deals the cards for Blackjack, and then the rest of the players actually join. Scart. I'm not sure if it's called Scart in English as well. Needs 4 players. Unless I honestly don't think they have the same name in English. Let's just say we play some game that's not necessarily high stake game or anything. We just play just for the fun.
Yeah, no worries. I'd say everyone roll a d20. Sheriff, actually, no, not quite yet. Why did I bother? Derek comes out on top.
Yeah.
He initially starts off quite badly, but as the games progress, Derek starts to win more and more until he absolutely ends up dominating the games. But the evening drags on. Starts to fade into evening, into night. The sky starts to darken.
Probably not that long. Around the time, also ordered another round for the table and paid for it this time. Round of ale. Oh well, 3 ale.
It would have been brought over. So he would have questioned why 3. But does the little man not drink much?
Oh, the big man, he's designated driver. He's only allowed one, you know.
Thought you were staying next door.
You're right. I'll just take the drink off him and drink without giving any further word.
He waits for a moment for further explanation before giving up and walking away. Giving a long stare at Gordak.
Gordak just turns to Dareth. I do not believe he was convinced.
Having a chuckle to myself.
They'll be convinced by the coin.
So, if you guys don't have any other plans for the night, I'd say you drink, you be merry, you end up getting more snacks before making your way back to your rooms. Sound good?
Sounds very good.
Yeah.
Each
how much
settled
did
into
I
your room.
spend?
Um,
I spent the money from Lord Gunnar.
5 silver. Or it's 5 silver.
He gave us 100 and we paid 2 gold and this. Okay.
You guys settle into your rooms for the night. Lucinda, you have a nice bed to yourself, nice room to yourself, some peace and quiet. We are Dareth, Fernie, and Gordak all cramped into a smaller bedroom. Dareth on one side of the bed, Fernie on the other.
Absolutely fucking not. Absolutely not.
Suggestion. I could lie on the bed with Fernie and watch him. He says completely straight-faced.
I am... What? I am not into that.
Correct.
No, you're right. He's right, you know.
My directive is simply to watch.
Just looking out for us, you know. You have a good night, boys. I'll unfurl my sleeping bedroll and sleep on the floor.
Since Gordak offered to watch,
he did also watch.
No, but you offered to watch, so actually before we split into the 2 rooms, I would have given you the box.
Yeah, he'll be watching that as well.
And you stood at the side of the room, at the foot of the bed, or are you lying on the bed? Or...
To be fair, that was probably just more joking. Like if Fernie asks Gordak to move, he'll just sit at the foot of the bed with the music box. It's just whatever else is everyone's preferences.
Just in your lap, is it?
Yeah.
Okie dokie. You guys start to settle for the night, but Fernie does not settle. He keeps looking back over towards Gordak and looking away.
And every time he hears him stir, like his head just turns 180 degrees and just goes, question, do you need something, Fernie?
No.
Try to get
you
some
two
sleep.
Don't shut up. I'm going to put you both to sleep.
Try to get some sleep.
Otherwise, please do that.
Reminder, sleep deprivation can kill.
I'm going to put a pillow over my ear. Just try and block these 2 fucks out.
How did I agree to this? He just hides his head under the pillow and himself under the blankets, so he can't be seen.
I like to think that Gordak's head is just continuously rotating throughout the night, so he's watching the music box and watching Fernie, so he's technically doing both his jobs at once.
Just rips the covers back. Why are you hiding?
Yeah.
That's where we'll end off the session there, then. With Fernie's long night.
Yeah.
Poor boy.
Poor Fernie.
Indeed.
The NPCs get a rough ride, don't they?
Yeah. Their job.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so that's going to be it for the stream tonight, and we should probably be back about next time this week. What? This time next week. So for anyone who's still watching, thank you very much for staying around, and we shall speak to you next time.
Bye. Have a really good time.
Bye.
Bye.